You remember that back
No, I
then?
actually don't remember.
You don't remember?
I'm being serious.
Oh,
right
but
now.
you know, that shit was so funny because he came back in after the security guard ran him out the club. He came back in that motherfucker, got back on the stage, and did it again. They come to get him again, he started ducking him. I said, yo, that shit was funny. Because the shorty wasn't doing shit that night. So y'all better stop y'all game up for, because you're going to have a dude like that jump on stage again.
Don't be related to me and try to get me to go to your fucking club. What the fuck is
What
wrong with
Joey's
y'all?
not telling you, it was him.
It could have been if I had that much courage that night.
So
But I was drunk. I didn't have enough courage. I was drunk.
all right, so jumping in right quick, I am going to go ahead and interject, and I do mean to. What's going on, YouTube? Y'all already know what it is. Welcome back to RCYJ Podcast. We got the big goose in the building one time, Tommy Guns. We got the big homie, Hoey Joey. We got Joey from the deli back. You know what I'm saying? And as y'all know, we got your boy Rico T. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to RCYJ Podcast. And so far, it's just been nutty.
So you get less courage when you drink?
Yeah, because no, why is less courage? Because I'm so calm. I become calm when I get drunk, or if I smoke me a J or something, I'm just calm.
Joey on the complete opposite spectrum of me.
I go into one fucking mode if I'm like really drunk, and you guys know I'm drunk because all I'm doing is fucking flirting hard with one woman.
But that's cool.
Following around the fucking thing. That's when you'll know I'm fucking drunk because I won't stop.
Okay, so I haven't seen Tommy drunk.
Well, I must never seen Tommy drunk.
Yeah,
no, but
I don't drink like that around you guys because I'm afraid that guy's gonna come out. You know how most of the time I'm usually pretty rational, like let's go home. Yeah, I want to go to closing time, but that Tommy, like you're going to closing time plus if that Tommy's out, because I'm getting the girls to go. I'm going out to some Denny's.
I'm not gonna lie.
I don't stop.
I haven't seen Tommy drunk, but I've seen Tommy where he was definitely feeling good because I've seen a little bit of what he's talking about, and how I knew that Tommy was definitely feeling good was because I know when we went, he wasn't feeling that great that night, and he was the one who said, like, we ain't gonna be up too late tonight. Like, we just, we gonna
out a little bit then.
We gonna be out for a little bit. So then, like, few drinks in, and I think that was one of the few nights where I seen you get like a Jack and Coke or some shit like that.
That's
Tommy had like one or two of those, and Tommy was like, then he was like, I was like, dog, it's 12. You want to get going? Nah, we good. Like 10 more minutes. I lost track of time. I'm looking. I'm like, dog, it's 1 o'clock. You ready to go? Nah, we good. Just 10 more minutes. Now it's fucking closing time, and Tommy disappeared for like 45 fucking songs.
Well, you know where he was for 45 songs.
But I think I think with me too, and correct me if I'm wrong on this, please, but I know like with me and Tommy I know Tommy definitely tries to like keep it cool and calm and don't drink that much. Because normally on those nights, there's going to be someone stupid, because y'all know how I am. Some stripper goes, I bet you can't do a shot of tequila without making a face. And next thing you know, 5 shots deep, and I'm starting to get fucking loose, and I'm starting to get wild. If me and Tommy get like that together, no. I'm pretty sure that I think, like, if you were there, Joey, it'd be good, because, like, you'd be, like, more of a calm aspect, like you're saying. But I know me and Tommy, just me and him, both of us can't be drinking that night.
Well, y'all already know, man, when I drink, I become Jesus Christ.
Listen, and I've seen Joey have a few drinks. Remember that night at Earl's?
Yeah,
you was talking to the girls, and he was like, Jesus is real!
that line got us those ones that followed us around the strip club.
They went to the strip club with us. Yeah.
Joe, they really did, though.
Yeah, they did.
That was a little wild. I couldn't believe that shit. But that's because that one chick was like super into me, and I wasn't really into her. I seemed like immediately one of my exes in her, so it was like just a complete turn off. You know, one of those, the one you just deal with. Like, imagine meeting like that same thing, same personality again. You're gonna just be like,
you better goddamn take heed.
That's what I did. I just would never commit to anything because she was like flirting hard, and I was just like, I think even once I tried pushing off on Joey.
That's what it is.
Because I did. I think I tried fucking leaving her with Joey for a minute so I could do some shit.
But see, like, and
then she tried getting a job at the strip club. I'm trying to date somebody. Don't try to get a job at the strip club. Please don't. While you with them.
How the fuck you go from one goddamn bar to a strip club but isn't trying to get a job? What the fuck is wrong with these people?
I mean, in the bitch, and I don't mean to call her this, but she is one because that's what I feel about
I know the one that kept asking for the goddamn.
Yeah, then 45 fucking minutes though. 45 minutes to get ready. Remember that shit? Oh, I'll be right out. Oh man, I knew. I was so aggravated. Like, we should just leave her. Her friend was in the car. I would have. I was trying to get Joey to anyways, and her friend was getting mad at me.
But I do like the dynamics that we did have that night when we all went out and stuff like that. Like Joey, I like it when Joey goes out because Joey's the type to get a little bit goofier, so I can like kind of keep myself back and be a little bit more calm.
You know what I like best about Joey? It's because he a lot like I used to be. I mean, I guess I could still do it, but I would much rather have somebody else like do the introduction part. But Joey don't give a fuck. He really, really don't. Like, he doesn't have, like, that pause
I have no filter when I'm out.
It's not even a filter. It's the pause. A lot of guys, they get fucking nervous and shit.
Yeah.
I just pretty much don't want to do it no more. I'm going to be 100% honest. Kind of lazy about it. I would do it. But you have that fucking easy personality, especially when I was younger. I had a lot more of that. You just walk up to anybody, start conversation.
You're talking like you're 60 and I'm just 49.
You older than me, bro. I understand that. You want me to be straightforward with you at the time you spent away.
Okay, yeah. So
they kind of took you to a
21.
Stage.
I'm 21 to you. Yeah, I'm 21 to you and your 40s.
Yeah, and I'm close to 50. That's the way I be going.
Hey, yeah, well, I'm close to 50. I just turned 49. Happy belated birthday to me.
Facts, big. Happy birthday to the big homie, Joey.
It's just not the same.
I said homie that time. I'm proud of myself.
Yeah, and I meant to send you a text, man. I seen your joke come across. I think you sent me a shout out that day.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, and I was like, what the fuck is it at? Because I pulled the screen down. I'm like, I don't see Rico jump. So I can't send a goddamn, response back. But I can do it live today because I told Tommy. I say, tell goddamn Rico, man, I said, thank you, man, for the birthday shout out. I said, nah, I'm going to call him and I'm going to goddamn say it myself. You know what I mean? But I never called you, so here we are today.
But you know what? I felt it.
There you go.
I felt it.
There you go.
But I will say this, though. The one thing that I do like, especially if I'm going out, I like going out with people. I found a couple times between October and November that when I go out by myself, A, I spend too much money. B, I get into some weird situations. And but it also depends on who I'm out with. Because there was one night I went out, and I haven't told you this story, Joey, yet. But everybody here has heard it, but I'll, talk about it with you because I think you'll get a kick out of it.
Not everybody, because we get new listeners all the time. So.
Big fact. So if you haven't heard this story, get ready for a doozy. So I went out with some people from work, right? Now we're going around in Vero. We're going around to the different bars and shit downtown Vero. And we end up at this one that I used to frequent anyways called The Stamp. So we're all just chilling. We're sitting at the bar and shit. My boy, one of my boys, he just stupid. Big old muscled up motherfucker. And he was like, I gotta go to the bathroom. Dude, so I'm laughing my ass off because I watched him go to the bathroom and I thought I was watching an episode of SWAT. Because he kicked that fucking door in and then started surveying the entire bathroom until he closed the door and felt calm enough. But while he's in the bathroom, this random shorty just gonna come up, take his chair, start trying to feel up on everybody, and then she locks her attention on me. Yeah. So then I'm sitting there and I'm like, hey, how you doing? Like, you having a good night? I know she's fucked up on pills and something else. And she, so I'm sitting, but I'm kind of turned towards her. She moves my hand away from my drink and then jumps on my lap to start grinding on me. I'm trying to get her off me, and I'm like, yo, you good? What's up? So then the whole time, I'm like, okay, so let me try to, make sure she's on. I'm like, hey, so what's your name? And she was like, I'm here to party. Rico's here to party. Dylan, who's the bartender, Dylan's here to party. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? So now, mind you, my boy's out of the bathroom. He's watching this, still laughing. Do you think that they stopped to try to, help me? No. They walked 20 feet away so they could take pictures of the shit on Snapchat. Then what she gonna do is she takes her arms and puts them around my neck like this, prom style, and starts swaying. But then she tries to move in for a kiss. I'm like, ooh, no, back the fuck up. So then she tries it again, and I'm like, okay, get the fuck off me. What? Do you not think I'm pretty enough? I'm like, first off, I don't know you. Second off, you could give me something that I can't give back, and we're just not doing that shit. She's like, oh my God, I'm just here to party. You party too fucking much. What's your name? Never got her name. So then I look at the bartender, I'm like, dog, what did she drink? It was Paris. I ain't embarrassed, but I ain't doing that night in Paris. But anyway, I asked the bartender, I'm like, dog, what's she drinking? And he was like, vodka and Red Bull. I was like, you got her on an upper and a downer, and she's already on pills and something else. I said, when she orders another drink, just give her water. She's not going to realize it. And I'm like, miss, I'm going to be right back to check on you. I just have to use the restroom.
By the way, Joey, I asked him. She wasn't pretty enough.
She wasn't.
She wasn't pretty enough.
No.
Wow.
I asked him. There's the original.
So I go to the bathroom, and she's not paying attention to me anymore. She's like steadily staring at the chair that I left. I go to the bartender, I'm like, yo, Dylan, let me get my check. Dude, slap. I didn't even wait for him to give me the receipt. I said, here's the fucking card. Just whatever, let me sign the shit so I can go. I do that shit, I leave, and everybody I'm with is laughing outside. I'm like, what the fuck is so funny? All of a sudden, one of them pulls his phone and starts showing me all the pictures they were taking. I'm like, motherfucker. Instead of having my back, y'all niggas just taking evidence.
You clowning me. You trying to clown me with this shit.
That's why I can't go out by myself.
Look, it wasn't me out there.
I figure you at least might try to be like, at least pull me away from the situation. But I don't know. I second guess that sometimes. Joey will pull me out.
I would have showed her. I would have showed her which car was yours.
Oh.
We weren't in my car.
Well, then whatever car you was riding with, that's the one you riding.
Y'all may not have want to went out with me that night.
Joey probably would have took her home because she would have been on Joey once I told her, fuck no.
I would have said, Shorty, you know, excuse me for being me. I am a single man, first and foremost. You know what I mean? And I'm just here to party.
Joey just came in. It would have been over right then and there. Well, this is what would happen. Let's rewind. Boom. She introduced herself to you, and she said, Rico, party, blah, blah, blah. Dylan here to party. And then Joey to come up, Joey here to party.
Joey would have done that shit. He would have been like, yes, Joey's here to party. Jesus is real. And she would have been like, I love it.
She would have been all over Joey. That would have been.
And that would have been fun because I would have been like, all right, Joey, you can sit here. We're here for a few minutes. When you get tired of her, if you go out the back door, you're going to come to an alleyway. Take a right, go to the end of the alley, take a left. You're going to look across the street.
How do you know that Joey was going to the back door?
Because it's the easiest way to get to the bar that we had went to after that because it was right around the corner from there. So I would have told him the directions to the bar.
Oh, y'all in the stamp. And the stamp is real closed in.
Yeah.
That's a closed in bar.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You been there, Joey?
Yeah, I used to deliver to those people.
Oh.
So the juice that y'all had in y'all liquor and shit like that, I was bringing it to y'all.
You're welcome.
You know, thank you.
Y'all welcome.
Yeah.
Thank you, Joey. Thank you, Joey, for that.
You know,
thank Joey for that fucking fun night that you had with Paris.
Thank you, Joey, for that fun night I had with that curly-haired Paris girl.
Yeah. And I thought about going up there, but I just don't do it. You know what I mean? I probably don't know how to act in certain goddamn environments.
Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. When I was there, I never switch up how I act. I'm always me, and I've been going there long enough that they know me, they know how I am, and they're cool with the shit. And I start doing dumb shit now, like they got the Touch Tunes that plays the music.
Yeah.
I have credits on my Touch Tunes account just for when I go there, so I can fuck around and put on the weirdest shit they could hear. I think last time we was there, they was playing like heavy metal type shit. Everybody's headbanging, yeah, and I put on Celine Dion. My heart will go on. I start putting on dumb shit, but I loved it because then, so you know that the stamp, like the owner of it, has a bunch of bars and shit around there.
Yeah.
So you know the Grove, right?
Yeah, the Grove. We got the Grove.
So we went to the Grove, and I was gonna do that to the music, but in the Grove, when I walked in, there was me, two of my homeboys who were Spanish, and then we were the only colored people in there. But then I looked to the back, and there's this one black dude chilling, and I'm listening to the music, and I'm like, yo, he playing some hip-hop bangers. I'm like, okay. And they were like, how do you know it's him? And I said, look at everybody else in this motherfucker.
This is the perfect example of stereotyping.
No, but this nigga literally this nigga had enough credits to put on 45 straight songs. And then he left halfway through the list, and he just walks by and he goes, you already know, have a good night. And he left. And everyone was like, can we change the music? So the bartender goes to look, he's like, somebody paid for like 45 songs. it's probably going to be playing until we close.
Yeah, damn right. 45 songs, that's a lot of motherfucking songs.
But that shit was hilarious that night, because then, like, I'm chilling, I'm having more drinks than I should have fucking had. So all of a sudden, I'm getting stupid. I'm starting to hit on all these different women. I started talking to one woman. She's like, my boyfriend's here. And I'm like, okay.
And
She's like, he's here with his friends. And I'm like, and? I said, do they got backup? She was like, why do you think they need backup? And I turned and I pointed at my boy Lobo, because this is the one I was talking about earlier, the big old muscled up motherfucker.
Yeah.
Like, this dude's a professional power lifter. He does competitions. He's a big fucking boy. I said, I got him. We're good. Me and him, we're good. Y'all need backup. Just, what's your name? And then the bartender was like, you having a good time tonight? And it was a female bartender. And I was like, not till later on when I leave with you. Why? Bro, I was just, that's why I need to go out with people, because I try to pace my drinking with theirs so I don't overdo it. But if I have somebody else with me who's like, no, fuck it, we're going to overdo it. Yeah, I'm going to over fucking do it.
But see, I know the times I've been out with Tommy. Tommy don't drink a lot of liquor. You know what I'm saying?
He don't with me either. He does the beer and shit like that.
He got that by that little goddamn little
The bucket.
bucket of beer, and we drink it. I'm just like, give me a shot. Fucking that up.
That's what I'll do. And I love Tommy for his honesty with this shit, because I'll be laughing every time he does it, because we'll go out and we'll go and get the bucket. Sometimes we'll have 2 buckets, then I'll be like, you know what? I want a shot of Jack. I want a shot of tequila. And he immediately looks up and goes, nah, separate tabs. Put that on him. I don't want no part of that. Put that on him. And I'm like, it's okay, I got it. And I'll still put in for the buckets and shit. I'm not going to make him pay for the buckets on his own. You know what I'm saying? Just like I wouldn't do that to you. But I'm like, no, that's okay. Tequila, separate tab. I'm here to fuck off today.
That's how you. Oh, excuse me. I've been up since 7 o'clock this morning, and I apologize. If y'all get a yawn out of me, that don't mean that I'm about to fall asleep, because I know I'm to fall asleep. Y'all know me. You know what I mean?
Y'all know when Joey head leaned back a little bit,
yeah,
it's like he looking up at the ceiling. He getting into that mode where he's like, hold on.
There you go.
He like,
But today is not that day. Today is not that day. You know, today is a beautiful day. I love today. You know what I mean?
Today is a beautiful day. It's Sunday. Ain't none of us fucking working. And, I mean, we got the 3 homies on the show. So, I mean, what could be better? I mean, y'all are getting entertained. I'm laughing my ass off.
I'm enjoying it. You know,
This is actually the season premiere, even though we did one last week.
Yeah, so we did. So, like we told everybody last week.
Everything went kind of wrong on that one, too.
We did a soft opening last week for season 6.
Went down the
This
middle.
This is the first official episode of season 6, and you know that we needed to have somebody else on here with us, and who better than Joey from the Deli to be on the official season 1 of episode 6.
I appreciate it, because when I got that invitation, you know what I mean, I didn't hesitate. Yep, I'll be there. You know what I mean?
He did. He asked me what time.
Yeah. You know, I will be here.
When he officially got the invitation to actually be on here, because we actually be planning Joey for like 6 weeks. And then we went down. And then and then last week I didn't get a hold of Joey in time, so I just told Rico, I said I'll invite him for next week.
And
but I wasn't 100% that we was going to do it last week.
Yeah. Well, I'm here, man, and I'm here anytime y'all need me, man. You know, I'm cutting a lot of things out of my life so I can have more time for me. You know what I'm saying?
That's good, and that's what we basically use this for. Come on and vent, although I don't vent enough for asshole drivers, because I could go all day on that. I hate fucking people driving to Florida having made me slam on the brakes.
Oh my God.
If you see a damn work vehicle, I understand they're leaving 2 or 3 car lanes, but there's a fucking reason for it. So we can hit the brakes and not have to fucking have our load everywhere.
Yeah.
Please take that into consideration, because you do it all the fucking time.
And y'all might think that because they're bigger vehicles, they're going to have better brake systems. That don't matter for shit. They got shit in the fucking back that they don't want to clean up because you a fucking retard.
Trust me.
And it's bad, because when you guys do that and I got to slam on my brakes, it's bitch.
And I've been there once when Tommy had to slam on his brakes. And I yelled too. I don't give a fuck.
Because it was uncalled for. It usually is. Like you're coming up just to stop in front of me. Like, that's like the worst. Like, I had a good stop and I was stopping good, but I need that fucking few feet and then you took it from me.
But you know what? That was a good day. We had Subway for lunch, and then we stopped at a strip club for beer.
Damn.
Yeah, that sounds good. Subway for once. Please don't stop talking about food.
What you talking about? Joey from the deli? I need some deli sandwiches.
Deli sandwiches.
Now you talking about Subway?
Subway.
You really trying to sell some shit? You know what's even better than Subway? He's gonna come across with an advertisement.
Yes. What's better than Subway is a pack of ramen noodles.
Well, actually, what's better than Subway is about any other Subway.
Because I got to stop to the store. When I leave from here, I'm going to get me a summer sausage from Dollar General.
We might
and I'm going to chop that joint up in the goddamn...
Joey, we out. We don't have to eat like that no more, dog. And the only reason I say that to you is because I've had times where I made my food like that.
$1.25 on another pack
and I got someone always going to me,
big
dog,
shit up and have a meal.
like, dog, you ain't there no more. Come back to reality.
No,
but it's good shit. It tastes good if you make it right.
What you don't know after the podcast, Joey's going to come up to Rico and say, hey, you got about $2.50?
Yeah,
Joey's not even going to say that. Joey's going to come up to me and he's going to use the terminology, be like, hey, bro, first off, yo, can you cuff me this right quick? And I promise I'm going to give you 2 packs of chicken ramen next week. I got you.
No, but what I want people to really know, too, and this is a joke, you know what I mean? I like when the brothers make a joke, you know what I mean? Because they know what my experience has been in life. I've been eating ramen noodles all my life.
Yeah, it's the same. I mean, it's not the same, but the situation's the same. So with my kids who like the fucking cheap-ass pizza,
yeah,
because they eat it all the fucking time, and you try to buy them some expensive-ass pizza.
And they don't like that shit.
I want Little Caesars or Domino's. Like,
man, shit, let me tell you something. This generation of people, man, and y'all give me y'all feedback on this. So, I can buy a pair of shoes. Jordans. Let's say Jordans. What look wrong with these Jordans?
They look like they got a crease in them, but they fire.
Look like you got a crease in them?
I don't see no Jordan on there.
Why not? Jordan, where the fuck is you at, Jordan?
That nigga hiding right now. He ain't playing no more.
He on the back so goddamn well.
I see
There you go.
there.
Yep.
He on the back.
I see him.
And I think he on the side somewhere. But anyhow.
Probably on the side where I can see it.
Yeah, but anyhow, the motherfuckers say, are they real? Of course they're real. Don't they put it on your feet and you can walk in these motherfuckers? You know what I'm saying?
So, Joey,
they real as real.
The question is, are they really Jordans?
They are really Jordans.
Okay.
They are really Jordans.
I believe you. I mean, if you would have told me there wasn't.
Yeah, I mean,
well, that's cool.
And I'm going to tell you how real they is. I sent the picture of these shoes with me in the outfit to my nephew that's in prison. He said, Unc got on the 5s. He got the 5s on, so I know they real.
Yeah.
But when I tell you the price that I paid for them, motherfuckers say, are they real?
Well,
they real, motherfucker. The tennis shoes, ain't they?
You know the deal, so.
But I guess things like this is not real until you pay $200-$300 for them.
Well, that ain't no matter what anybody says. Like, you get a deal, you get a deal. But, you know, nobody's going to believe that you're the one that got that look. For every real pair, which at this point, I don't fucking know if they're real or not, and I don't care. But for every real pair, there's fucking 99 knockoffs, the same thing, trying everything they can to fucking make that shoe to be the shoe. Because they want to sell it. Because they probably cost even Jordan $5.
Oh my gosh, we got warnings.
I think that was the end of that. I think that fucking device died, and you know what? I'm not getting up for it. So I was just
I'm not gonna lie.
Who's at fault for that?
Was it was charged.
No, it did that to us last week too, didn't it? A couple times when it was giving us warnings and shit like that.
Yeah.
But now I'll be honest, I ain't never owned a pair of Jordans, but I did own 3 pairs of the Shaqs. I
remember the first Shaqs that they had.
That's the one I had.
The cool black and black and gray.
Mm-hmm.
Man, them shits was nice as a bit. I ain't real.
Black
and purple.
Yeah, they had the black and purple because then they came out with a pair that was black and gold, and I bought those, and then we went school shopping, and like a lot of people don't know this because I haven't ever heard of them or seen them down here, but like you got that whole family, TJ, Maxx, Marshalls, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Well, up north they had what I call the ghetto version. It was called AJ Wright, and like when you went there, it was clothes that more, ghetto people would wear, urban people would wear, and like the discounts were dope because I ended up getting
Chicago's Value City department store.
Like when Nelly had his clothing line, Academics and Vocal, I got a suede Academics suit, pants and a jacket, and it was originally $150.
Yeah.
I paid $15 for it. But going with that, I bought a pair of the black and gold Shaqs, and then I found a tracksuit that was a Shaq tracksuit, black and gold, but it also came with a sleeveless undershirt. I used to rock that shit all the fucking time. I felt so fucking hard, and I'm like, I'm wearing Shaq though. Calm down, nigga. I'm like, you went to Kmart. Shut up, nigga.
It don't make a difference. But he just couldn't dunk at the all he could do was dunk at the time. Excuse me, I'm telling a lie if I say he couldn't dunk. Because he was a dunking motherfucker.
He was, and that's where I had started my whole...
Shaq's whole thing, he was just big.
Yeah.
He's a big guy. Nothing against the guy, nothing, because he used the best of his skills, but he was just big. He used his fucking big dominant force to playing against guys like Sean Bradley. I mean, I don't know if you guys remember Sean Bradley.
Yeah.
New Bull. The Kembe Mutombo.
Mm-hmm.
Those guys are fucking like 7 foot, fucking 175 pounds, maybe. And Shaq fucking in there 7 foot 360. He fucking pushed those guys around, is all I'm saying. It wasn't very good balance, anyways. What's going on? What happened?
Somebody's back.
She said something about knockoffs.
Oh, so you're still here. See, you like a possum.
The fuck?
You playing sleep, motherfucker, but your ass still here.
Damn! He called you.
This nigga said you hiss and run around in the night. You Batman.
I'm Batman.
Your red eye peeking out in the dark.
I see the red eyes in the dark.
Oh, I seen that little ugly motherfucker look like he got mange on him and everything.
I thought you were saying you seen her outside her window the other night with the red.
Oh my God, please don't talk that up.
Joey gonna try to go home and go to bed tonight and be looking out his motherfucking windows.
I hope
This
you have a
motherfucker got a
lock
shit,
on
what the
your door. I hope you have a lock on you.
It's all jokes.
It's all jokes.
I'm
Don't take it serious.
I'm definitely joking.
One thing about it, the lady that we are talking about, you know what I mean, she know I mean good, and I think she got a good heart. Oh shit, I thought she was screaming through the goddamn goddamn jaw.
Oh, she got more comments, I think.
Oh my goodness, she got more comments. And I really think
No, it's not the same one.
she's a really good person.
I can't see that one.
But as I say, not the person for me. You know what I mean? Try to be friends, can be friends. The same thing is happening. I'm not going backwards in my life.
Tell me again.
Uh-oh.
She be saying that
Tell
song.
me again. I can't
You have a love song playing in the back. Hold on. This is a serious question. You want to jump on here and chime in, so I'm going to bring you into the conversation. You have like a love song playing in the background and you're cheered up. Please
Oh,
tell
she'll
me
play
that.
some Teddy Swims or Swims on
Teddy Swim. But you know what? Teddy Swims is some hot shit right now. Like, that dude's vocals.
This your new man. This your new man.
Nah, nigga. Hey, I'm gonna tell you. No, listen.
And that nope.
No, and listen. Hold on. Let me reiterate. Let me reiterate.
Nope.
Let me explain
Just
this.
pause.
Let me
Didn't hesitate.
let me explain this.
He was mid saying something else. He was nope.
Let me explain this. I love me some Teddy Swims. That don't mean me and you can talk because you already had something with the homie, and I still live by a code. And when the homie's done whatever, like that's not me.
Ho. So you mean to tell me that you ain't got there listen to that song? It ain't no fun if the homies can't have none.
No, I have, but that ain't me.
You can listen to a song. That don't mean you gotta fucking live by that
Yeah,
song.
you ain't gotta live by that motherfucker.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just
That's like a perfect example of listen to a song and like it but not live by it. I'll use a Teddy Swims reference. His song, Bed on Fire. If a bitch want to leave me, don't light the bed on fire, because if I feel that heat, I'm bringing the heat.
Closer to when I first moved down here, fucking, I was living in a house with a couple of my homeboys. And fucking, they're like 4 or 5 dudes in the house. I can't remember. I watched this chick walk around to all the dudes in a different room. And she like done. She kind of come to me, and I'm like, no? Oh.
Your dog trying to open the
Yeah,
door.
the dog was trying to get
That's
in.
fucking Scooby-Doo.
To the room.
Like if I didn't start
I'm
talking
in the
now,
room,
I
Reggie.
probably would have been in here that time. She
Yeah.
was ready.
That motherfucker, that shit, man, do you ever have like flashbacks of horror movies where you just
Well,
try to chill.
you know what I feel every
the
time I
dog
see
coming
that?
in.
You seen Jurassic Park?
Oh my god!
Oh, the Velociraptor trying to get in and it got the door.
Me. The fucking door starts moving. The first time it happened, it was almost kind of like that because me and my nephew were heading out somewhere and we're walking, and all of a sudden we hear you see the door move up and fucking out, and then like a second later, it just does a little.
I think the last time I was over here, the door just popped open and she just ran right out this motherfucker.
She did. She was tired of waiting to see what's gonna happen to her. She heard my.
She just like kicking me in my groins.
But no, that shit was crazy on Jurassic Park. Cause like the motherfucker was looking through the window and breathing all heavy, and you could tell like it was calculated. So then it looks down, and it's like this motherfucking door handle. I got hands, so then you click, 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 and now this motherfucker with his homeboy in there jumping on the kitchen counters and shit, doing that weird goofy ass scream, which is what a lot of y'all women do when you break into a motherfucker's house. You jump on the counter and start sounding like Donnie from the Wild Thornberries. Wildness. That's it. That's the flashback. And as I got older and seen women do that, y'all are velociraptors.
Rethink your strategy of dating. 100%. If you have been coming in your fucking house, jumping on
the counter.
Well,
you got some shit going on.
You need to get out of that situation.
And then if you hear something say,
yeah, he reaches up and does one of those, man. He just goes.
That's that type.
You jumping out.
That's that. No, you know what that is.
That's that.
Nearest window.
No,
jump
I'm
out.
sure she is, but you know what that is? That's because they got that DD.
DD.
Yeah, you definitely need to give her the LD.
What she say? Oh, she loved Teddy. This your new man? He listened to Teddy?
Nope.
It's still no. It's still a hard no.
I'm sure that you're a very nice person, but much like Joey, I am also on a journey of trying to bring more peace into my life. So,
she said hello. She said hello, handsome.
Maybe she is the one that brings peace into your life.
Hey,
she ain't bringing peace to this motherfucker.
He's not black, but he's almost there.
I'm part black. And no, hold on. Going on this, let me take this time to bring in that 2% of seriousness right quick, because it's funny you say that. So the one thing that I do want to reiterate, especially if you are, this is actually what I was going to do for my final message before we sign off the YouTube, but I can do it here because we got the perfect segue into it. The one thing I do want to reiterate on a serious note is there's been a lot of talk going on, especially with everything going on with the presidential change and everything. But there's a lot of, Spanish folk who are talking about different things and stuff like that, and, saying that, perfect example would be like a Puerto Rican saying, I'm just an American and blah, 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 blah. The one thing that I do hate, and, Tommy has heard me say it on multiple occasions, I'm sure you have, but there is a reason that, like, even joking around or being serious, I always say it's because I'm black. See, what a lot of people don't realize is a lot of us, Latinx, whatever the fuck you want to say, we do have black in our ancestry, and we seem to forget that a lot. And the one thing that I've always been proud of is being a Puerto Rican. I know that I'm Spaniard, Taino Indian, and black. I will always say it's because I'm black. And why? Motherfuckers, because I am. Get the fuck over it. I'm part black. So, fuck y'all. That was my serious moment for this.
And if you know about the African slave trade, you know that to be facts.
Exactly, especially with the fact that if you ever go to Puerto Rico and you've never been there, you can go to two different towns, Fajardo and Loíza, which are towns where a lot of the African slaves who, when freed, stayed there, and they became Puerto Ricans, like through the mixing and all that. But that is where you'll find more of the Puerto Ricans that are closer to Joey's color as opposed to mine. If you go towards San Juan and stuff like that, you're going to find a lot of motherfuckers who are closer to Tommy's color than it is to mine.
So if I go there, I can just become Puerto Rican?
I'll make you an honorary Puerto Rican.
Because that's what you said. That is,
it's the culture.
I understand that they went into after the thing.
Well, but I'm saying like
I understand what you
through generations. Through generations and the mixing and stuff like that.
You just made it sound like he only went there and he was like, yo, I'm Puerto Rican.
Well, no,
he just became with the culture.
Well, they became with the culture, but then mixing with Spaniards and Taino Indians.
It's going to be like that. Because, let's be honest, how many of us out there are like true fucking pures?
You're
all Puerto Rican?
All Puerto Rican. Nothing else in there.
Yeah, you just said you was goddamn yeah, and all those other ones.
Yeah.
Well, no, but the thing is, so Puerto Rican.
Yours is wrong.
No, but Puerto Ricans today. Okay, Puerto Ricans today, especially if you're 100% Puerto Rican, those three bloodlines or bloods mixed, and that's what became Puerto Ricans.
So I'm sorry that then 100% you're not 100%.
Okay, well I'm
not saying
I'm 65% Spaniard, 20% black, 15% Taino Indian, but those three combined make what is the blood of a Puerto Rican.
Well, I would like to interject for one quick second. Because this is what I've been trying to educate a lot of people in to understand. See, you have culture and race. See, Puerto Rican is not a race, it's a culture. You know what I'm saying? African is not a race, it's a culture. You know what I mean? You're from that land. You're from Puerto Rico, so you become Puerto Rican. But you can still be black, white, or something else that's from that land. But you're Puerto Rican according to the culture in which you take.
Yes, there are a lot of black Puerto Ricans in San Juan as well. I do know that. We everywhere, all over the place. But Fajardo and Luisa are two of the main areas where a lot of them tend to stay.
Whereas I agree on the statement that you're probably the closest, or closer to a pure than we get. But it's just the thing is, we're so far in generations. Who's who? Like, what's real anymore? You know.
And
what's pure?
No, and that is a very good question.
That's the craziest thing that I don't get with people's hatred of certain things.
Shorty lied to me.
Why?
Why you lying?
She lied. She said she got a toll bill, and she lying. The lady that I bought the car from got the toll bill.
Why the you lying?
Don't be a liar.
Pants on fire. If you're gonna leave me, leave me.
But that's the whole thing. Is all this hate in this world is it's just crazy to even have because
set the hate on fire.
And how many of us have anything to do with any of that past?
Set the hate on fire. Yo, and he's right on that. We ain't got nothing to do with none of that shit. We need to drop this shit. It happened. I understand that, a lot of people still feel some type of way about it, and that's okay. You can feel that way because it shows that you were still connected to your ancestry, to things that evolved to make things the way that they are into today's modern world and how certain outlooks are. But you also have to try to be a staple in the format for change for that. So just remember that. You can think about it, you can reflect on it, you can use it a little bit, but try to be a staple for change for that. That is the big thing. Be part of the better end of it instead of trying to either keep it where it is or bring it backwards. We don't need to go backwards, and that's the biggest problem. Everybody is either good staying right where they are or they want to bring shit backwards. Why don't we just try to be peaceful about this shit, learn from it, and move forward? That is the only way shit's going to get better. And since no one's going to do that, fuck y'all. I'm still sticking on Rico for president 2028. Y'all already know what it is.
And you know what?
We the ones, Zeus. Wrong hand, but we the ones.
And I agree. Let's move forward, man. I don't care in whatever aspect of life, I'm going to say it that way, aspect of life that you're in, political, religious, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Move forward with life, man, because if you constantly stagnating yourself, you're not growing. And that causes a lot of stressing, my depression. A lot of that shit comes from a lot of that because we stuck in the same circumstances that we have always been in.
Build up.
You know what I'm saying? So weird. That's what we have to do. Do you get it?
Because you haven't been around lately. Instagram usually kicks us off.
Yeah, Instagram's been kicking us off after like 25 minutes.
And I'm about to say, because they seen me, they kicked us off.
No, you weren't even here for that.
The other way around. They seen you and they kept us on. But to iterate on what he was just saying, here's a perfect example of 3 people, different cultures, way different backgrounds, from different parts of the fucking world. And we have a lot of the same values in a lot of shit. Different generations at that, too.
Yeah.
I mean, and this is one of the reasons I like being on the shows. And now Joey arguing with the girl off there. I'm arguing with on there.
You know what? I'm gonna help Joey out
This,
though.
this is now the serious parts of the conversation.
Yeah, but
this is when it gets.
But,
It's not 98 like they're keeping it at 100 for real.
Okay, but let me just real quick. So I'm purely doing this for the benefit of Joey. Listen, leave Joey alone. Focus on me. Focus on me. Leave Joey alone. We're trying to do a show. Just focus on me. I'm here for this shit. Go ahead, though.
There you go. Well spoken, my brother.
He's giving you the opportunity. You have to play that song.
Then you can play some Teddy Swims.
I lose control. I can't hit that note like he can.
I lose control.
When you're not with me,
When you're not with me, baby.
I'm calling and begging on my knees.
I apologize if I saw that song and it done brought back some memories of some people's that's in this world.
I don't apologize.
You know what? I shouldn't either. Fuck it.
Yep.
Do you know what brings back memories? These hoes ain't love.
These hoes
ain't love.
And a lot of them not. But I give credit to a lot of them that are. I respect you, I honor you, and I appreciate you because a lot of y'all women are fucked up. Just like us men. I gotta say that. I do not want to make it seem like you're kissing a dog.
He's backtracking now. He's backtracking.
I'm kissing ass.
So we're all men.
I'm kissing ass. A little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. You know.
But you know, we all need to come to an understanding. So Tevin Campbell said, "Can we talk?"
Oh, I am.
For a minute.
Hey, I am.
Is,
but you may not recognize that. So we're not going to do this on the podcast. I apologize.
Focus on me.
Focus on the center. I'm
just not taking my shirt off. Normally I get asked to do that, but it ain't happening.
Ooh, that's somebody
he
asked
might
me to
be
take my
sending
shirt
me the
off.
right money.
Ask me to take my shirt off.
This nigga always trying to pimp me out.
Send me the right money and we'll talk. We'll talk.
The right money.
And Joey ain't taking his off for free neither.
Joey, listen, so
you gotta pay me for that too.
And I'm glad that you're not on the Clapper app. Because for a while, Tommy was steady trying to pimp me out, and I got to the point, you know how we do the little videos on the social medias before we do this, saying like, hey, you know, we're going to be live, you know, at this time, whatever. I started believing his hype, like, maybe, like, this shit will help. So the moment I would wake up, and you know, women, y'all can hear this, when I go to sleep, a pair of basketball shorts, I said, no shirt, no nothing. So I'd be getting on, I'm still laying there, still sleepy out, and I got the phone up here. You can see I ain't got no shirt on, the chest hair, everything. I'm just like, you know, we gonna be live for like an hour. You should come through, chat, like, come talk to us. He had me thinking I could get pimped out, and then I was like, nah, fuck that shit. I ain't no whore.
Do you get a lot of Mexican girls that hit you up?
No, it's a lot of like white women.
That's crazy because when you was just like that and you were showing your taco meat.
And you know, it's funny that you said that too, because I went to work a couple weeks ago and like I got a chef coat that I gotta wear, and it gets hot in that bitch. So when I walked in and I started my job, I didn't realize that my chef coat was still unzipped.
Did they come up with the taco shells and shit?
No, so my boss looks at me and he tried to do a Mexican accent. He goes, "Hey fool, he's like, why you got the taco meat hanging out and everything? He's like, you gotta put that away. We're not serving it today." And I'm like, my bad, dog. So then I zipped it up and then I pulled up my socks. I was like, I got it up because I got the knee high as fool. I'm a down ass fool. The higher the sock, the downer the fool.
Oh shit, boy, man.
But yeah, Tommy tried to pimp me out. So for a while I was doing like little shirtless videos and shit like that.
What kind of responses you get?
I got a lot of likes and I definitely got quite a few female followers off of that.
Well, I'm curious to know. I'm real curious to know because something was proposed early on when I was here months ago, right? Have you been getting hugs or people trying to give you hugs?
Fuck no!
I stopped promoting.
You stopped promoting the hugs. Well, that might have kind of been good because we don't want nobody to get punched in their shit.
You want to come ready to punch you. He's
right.
big and scary.
You know, no, because when people come up, you
Grandma,
can
if you go up to her and hug him, you really think he gonna punch you in the face?
Who?
My grandma.
A grandmother?
If she ain't my grandmother.
If she ain't my grandmother, she might get knocked the fuck out. Like
Yeah.
motherfucking that old lady, he said, go on, hit me. Go on with your punk ass. Hit me on, don't be, don't be a
And
minute.
that's what I always think of when somebody says that. The grandma hits, the dude hit grandma.
Like a bitch.
She hit the floor and then she gonna get up. You still hit like a bitch, motherfucker. That was the coolest grandma in any fucking movie. Any.
She always was a cool
Bro,
grandma.
what? She was the dopest grandma.
Man, shoulda always been cool.
My
She
grandma.
still hit like a little bitch, motherfucker.
Yes, sir.
I forgot.
Nigga said, by the way, I forgot now. I forgot.
Yeah, that's crazy because I just put her on the level as being cooler than my grandmother. Because I don't think a motherfucker would have hit my grandma like that without getting
No. What I was gonna say is most of these motherfuckers might tell you to get off of them. Get the fuck off. They ain't gonna hit you.
Yeah, that's
some
true.
old lady. It ain't happening. They
No,
talk tough. They talk tough. They gonna turn around and see your old ass and be like,
Damn, she still got it.
Joey might try to do a little more. Although the way that I heard Rico be talking last week, I think it was last week, he might be wanting to do some more too.
I be like,
What do you mean?
damn, grandma still got it.
No, that was you, motherfucker.
That's all you,
Oh,
bro.
you trying to blame it on you?
No,
Yeah,
he trying to get me to sleep with my therapist.
I told him I seen The Sopranos.
Oh, yeah.
Nigga, I'm not Italian.
It happens.
Not with me. I'm not Mike Lowry sleeping with his motherfucking therapist.
It's like you trying to get all together, get all up in my head, ain't you?
Trying to get all up in my head and not even trying to give any. What the fuck?
Comments like that.
Oh, my God.
I brought it up.
Oh, yeah, you done started something. Tommy done started something.
Always getting blamed. I don't want to do anything wrong. I'm fucking good.
Woo!
don't
You
antagonize
is a
shit.
motherfucking lie.
I'm a fucking nice guy.
No more Mr. Nice Guy, Tommy. No more Mr. Nice Guy, Tommy.
Yeah. I'm gonna start being more like you.
Tommy, you need to roll one if you're going to get there and get me to smoke with you, man. Can I roll one with you?
Yeah.
I wanted to bring my last two J's over here.
No, you good, bro.
You know what I mean?
He means his last two pair of Jordans.
Yeah, J's. That's what I was talking about. You know what they fuck me, man.
He got
Jays.
J's over there.
Got J's. Oh, shit.
But the good thing, yet bad thing, is we about that time for the podcast. Sorry, everybody. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. But we're going to sign off the podcast. We're going to keep it going on the lives, though. This is why we should tell y'all to come on the lives for the before show and the after show.
Yes.
I want to thank everybody who is going to watch the YouTube video when it goes up. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. Season 6, episode 1. What the fuck? How did we get here? I'm super proud of that.
I think it'd be like 1.2.
And I'm always thankful.
But this is
The brothers that they've invited me back to come over here, and I love it.
And you know what?
I knew today was a good day.
And I'll say this, especially before we get off the podcast, having the three of us here doing this shit the dynamic has been great. I've absolutely loved it. Like this is what RCYJ podcast is. It's a group of motherfuckers just chilling, and with the dynamic that the three of us have, like it brings it up another notch. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate that so much, having both y'all on here with me. And it's been dope. So, I mean, I love it. It's a dope feeling. Today is a good day. I don't know how, but my dumb ass is going to try to go to the gym after because I feel so good, but my legs still hurt from leg day, but fuck it. Who cares, right? No pain,
I'll be back
no
in the gym.
motherfucking game.
The world is my gym. I want you to know the world is my gym, y'all.
I said I'll be in bed soon.
I'm also super proud of the fact that Joey did tell me he's back on his workout shit because y'all know how heavy that is in my life right now, being on my workout shit and keeping myself happy and healthy. But I did notice the other day I do have to switch up my routine. I put on a shirt that I normally like that normally makes me look, very, very fit. And I realized that I'm trying to lean out before I build muscle, but now I'm just kind of building muscle. So I'm definitely getting into big back territory, but it's a lot of muscle.
So are you still on your back on my workout, back on my discipline, back on my weight gain?
So I got a workout playlist, right?
Yes,
and I got that song on there. But if that playlist ain't hitting it for me, I put on that whole album and I go in. So I appreciate you for putting me onto that because that's
YouTube.
That's been my shit lately.
Yeah.
Alright, YouTube, you already know we out of here. We got Joey from the Deli back. We're gonna continue on the lives and we out this bitch. We'll holler at y'all later.
Check us out on all the lives.
Yeah, check us out on all the lives. We got Clapper, Facebook, Tango, some other shit. Find us on Clapper or Instagram. Now hit the little red on the screen. Yeah.